and assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our podcast Podcat, and I'm your host Ayesha Jahangir, and this is Podcat. Today we have our usual guest Humna.
हाय आयशा.
कैसी हैं आप?
ठीक ठाक.
ठीक है?
आप कैसी?
और एक और हमारे साथ आज एक स्पेशल गेस्ट हैं और इन्होंने ग्रेजुएशन की इन द फील्ड ऑफ डिजिटल मार्केटिंग and she's passionate about two things in life, which is mental health and animal rights. So she wants to work on these things for the rest of her life. Also, she has started a campaign और उसका नाम है be.awaaz. तो नाम से आपको थोड़ा अंदाज़ा हो ही गया होगा कि ये किस बारे में है और इसमें क्या होगा. Also, she made a documentary on Impress Market which is not released yet. तो उसके लिए भी आप लोगों को थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा. And it is also about animals and Impress Market में जो सब होता है I guess. And तो हम इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं समिया जमाल. हाय समिया.
Hi Ayesha, thank you for the very sweet introduction.
तो थोड़ा सा हमें आप अपने be.awaaz कैंपेन के बारे में बताएं. What's it about?
Okay, be.awaaz is basically for all animals, whether pet animals or the stray dogs and other animals who are like in literally prison in zoos or pet markets. So basically what I want to do is within Pakistan we do not have any strategic campaign happening for this. We do have ACF which is doing a great job. We have Todd's Welfare in Lahore which is again doing a great job. And there are a lot of steps being taken as ACF just got these animals freed from pet market, Impress Market. So there's a lot of good stuff going on, but one thing that I feel is we do not have the right kind of thought-provoking messages or any awareness campaign that actually works on the grassroots level to, instigate empathy in people. So the entire problem is we're just saying that, don't do this to animals or that to animals. We're not actually creating any kind of positive empathy or feeling in those people that why should we not do that. It's not as simple as just they're animals and you should not hurt them. There are a lot of other aspects we can explore in this.
I think that's a great
initiative. And I think it should be recognized and people should know about it.
I hope you have a successful life and this campaign
I
will
hope
be a success.
this campaign works out well with the purposes it's starting with.
It will.
So be.awaaz will be the awaaz for the animals.
Inshallah.
So today our topic is about dog culling. Stop, ban dog culling. I guess आप सबने ये सुना होगा hashtag
डॉग कलिंग, स्टॉप डॉग कलिंग, जो कि आजकल ट्विटर पे भी ट्रेंड कर रहा है और सोशल मीडिया पे ये ट्रेंड कर रहा है. अब लोग इसके बारे में बात करना शुरू कर रहे हैं कि डॉग कलिंग को रोका जाए और कैसे ये बहुत ज़्यादा अब हो रहा है, पॉइजनड हो रहे हैं डॉग्स. तो आपका क्या इसके बारे में?
Dog killing has been happening for the past 2 decades. And I think it's something you just not taking responsibility, not doing what you really must be doing, and you're just taking the shorter, cruel way out of it. As I was also reading about it a few days back, there was some article in this website, and what she wrote in it was that there is this problem. The government actually has laws for it, against it. There's also this law where it says that some particular level of a police person, if they see a dog, if there's a problem with the dog, they must call a vet and get them examined. And only if they say that, they are like, it is okay to, poison them. Poison is obviously not the answer. To carefully either take some steps to, relieve them of their pain.
This is a law in Pakistan.
There's a law in Pakistan. You cannot there's a law against killing animals.
तो ये जो आजकल केसेस चल रहे हैं कि पुलिस वाले जहाँ डॉग्स को देके स्ट्रे एंड दे हैव टू शूट देम, पॉइजन करें. और मतलब ये भी नहीं कि सिर्फ पॉइजन करें. JF के एक पेज है इंस्टाग्राम पे, दे पोस्टेड कि उसको पॉइजन करें और फिर डॉग के पाँव बांध रहे हैं और उसको गाड़ी के नीचे.
हमने अपने लास्ट एपिसोड में इसी के बारे में बात की थी कि कैसे डॉग्स को पॉइजन पुलिस ऑफिशियल्स जब कर रहे हैं तो हम लोगों से क्या होकर.
और सिर्फ डॉग्स को ही नहीं, पेट्स भी लोगों के, देयर जस्ट शूटिंग. एक भी दफ़ा नहीं, 3-4 दफा शूट करे जा रहे हैं.
There is this actor, I think his name is
Tipu Shari.
He was crying.
Exactly.
And he was saying these dogs did not do anything to these people, right? And the problem is there is a law, yes, and the law is also against killing these animals without a reason. And the reason they say is like they either bite or they have rabies or something. But the problem is the evidence is not there.
Yes.
There's no like major evidence that this happened. They have just made an excuse and they're just killing animals. The problem is that the problem really with the population actually. They don't want all of these dogs. They just want them gone. So they have made an excuse for it. What they can really do is they can, as I read in that article, it was a brilliant article. It said that you can actually register these dogs according to the areas. You can, take them with you and you can neuter them and leave them back. It will help with the population thing. The culling thing never worked because it has been 20 years and it's still there. You're still killing animals. And you must have seen that video maybe about Emily, this small, like it was a puppy, and his mother was killed.
Yes, I think
from ACF. And she was literally, it was like she was crying. The problem with us is, even in our linguistic, the problem is जानवर की तरह treat मत करो. Dude, जानवर को भी ऐसे क्यों treat करते? The problem with us is we do not understand they have emotions. We don't have empathy for the animals. And I think ये चीज़ grassroots level पे होनी चाहिए. बच्चे छोटे होते हैं, उनको पता होता है जी बिल्ली है, for example. But they do not understand this cat has emotions. Is if you take the mother away, if you take the father away, they also feel they're in pain. If we saw the same thing with Kavan, when his partner died, he was in depression. When I went to Empress Market, this video that I made, I just went there to talk about this Empress Market and everything. I saw this monkey. It was a monkey baby. It was human age 9 months. And it was in a cage. I don't say cage, I say prison. It was in a prison.
There's a prison.
And it showed real signs of depression. He was literally, he had his hands on his face and he was sitting like this. And he was so scared. And I asked like, why is he like that? And the shopkeeper just regularly said, वो अभी इसको अभी लेकर आया ना यहाँ पे तो अपने owner से नाराज हो गया, ये 2-4 दिन में ठीक हो जाएगा. And I could not bear the sight. He was actually so depressed. And we don't understand that they have emotions.
And how is this allowed? I think कोई इसको govern नहीं करता, कोई इस पे laws नहीं है कि कैसे रखते हैं.
I think I do not know about a law against pet markets, but forget law, it's common sense. That it should not be done.
Basic empathy होनी चाहिए.
Exactly. अगर एक इंसान को हम एक छोटे से रूम में बंद कर दें, उसको भी घुटन होगी. एम्प्रेस मार्केट का सबसे वर्स्ट पार्ट ये है कि they keep them in cages, small cages. They can't even roam around. Like there would be 3-4 cats in one cage, and if you even look at those cats, you would understand that they're in pain. And at the end of the day, they put these cages, these prisons within these small rooms. They put the shutter down. There's no ventilation. It's dark at night.
I remember जब ये लॉकडाउन नया हुआ था तो ACF वाले गए थे and they rescued a lot of animals. तो a lot of them died क्योंकि उन्होंने बस कमरों में बंद करके छोड़ दिया था ना. पानी कुछ भी नहीं. There were cats, वो भरी हुई थी गंद से, और monkeys and बहुत सारे एनिमल्स इसमें उनके मरे भी थे. और हमने इसमें अपने पिछले पॉडकास्ट में भी बात की थी कि आई थिंक हमें स्टार्ट बच्चों से करना चाहिए.
Exactly.
घर से बच्चों को जब कंडीशन हम बचपन से ही करेंगे कि ये डॉग्स हैं या पेट हैं, इनको एग्जैक्टली जैसे आपके होते हैं वैसे उनके भी होते हैं, तो बड़े होके
I think बच्चों को थोड़ी बहुत समझ में आती है. They get it.
Parents.
Until the time they grow up, I don't know what happens to them. But I think as I said, the grassroots level campaigns, they should start from schools. The first thing should be, जैसे हमारे पास पहले एक कार्टून होता था, it was Meena. You might remember. It was really great and everybody loved that cartoon so much. There were a lot of moral lessons in it. With be.awaaz, I also want to do that at some point. There should be some cartoon or something like that.
You also mentioned kuch Islamic way.
Exactly.
Can you talk about that?
There are different aspects to the campaign. There should be. In Islam, we know that animals have a lot of rights.
Yes.
You cannot hurt animals. You cannot even, so much as hit them.
Yes.
Killing is way beyond.
Yes.
And I think the Islamic scholars need to start talking about it. There's a huge
I've
responsibility.
never heard
And
any
why-
scholar talk about it.
Exactly. Why is there no khutbah on Jummah on about
Rights
animal
of
rights?
animals, yeah.
Why are there scholars not talking about it? I mean, we talk about everything regarding hukuk al-abad and everything, but we need to start talking about animal rights, and scholars need to start talking, because even we know from a lot of evidences and hadith and everything that Aap Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam put a lot of emphasis on it. If you there was this woman who let a cat in restrictions, and she would not even let the cat out to eat something from the earth, and the cat died. It was said that you would go to hell for this. And what are we doing? We're killing animals, and we are like, it's also said that you should not kill with like giving them pain and poisoning a dog that cannot even talk, and their problem is I just don't get.
ये भी नहीं कि पॉइजन करें, उनके साथ और बुरा करें, उनको ड्रैग करके गाड़ियों के साथ बांध के लेके जा रहे हैं और पता नहीं क्या क्या कर रहे हैं. और अभी मैंने JFK पे भी एक स्टोरी देखी, उनकी एक स्टाफ में आई थिंक वेट है, हर नेम इज़ रोजी, आई डोंट रिमेंबर द फुल नेम, एंड दे रेस्क्यूड अ डॉग. उसको पॉइजन किया था एंड वो पूरी रात उसको ड्रिप्स लगा रहे थे, आई डोंट नो पता नहीं क्या क्या कर रहे थे कि वो ज़िंदा रह जाए, लेकिन वो सुबह उनके सामने मर गए और उन्होंने वो पूरी वीडियो डाली, वो उसमें रो रही हैं, पूरा उसको दिखा रही हैं. इट्स सो हार्ट रेंचिंग टू वॉच. इवन
पता नहीं कैसे कर लेते हैं लोग, उनके पास दिल नहीं होता, क्या होता है.
I don't understand.
हाँ, तो
हम बचपन में जब जू जाते थे तो हमें लगता था इट्स फन, इट्स एंटरटेनिंग. वी डिड नॉट थिंक, यही बात जब हम बच्चे थे, अब हमें अकल आ गया तो हम कहते हैं नहीं, जू इज अ प्रिजन. उस टाइम पे हमें मजाक लगता था, एंटरटेनमेंट लगती थी. आई थिंक दैट इज ऑल्सो द रीजन कि बच्चों को इस टाइम पर एजुकेट करना चाहिए कि हमें जू नहीं जाना.
आई थिंक बच्चों को एनिमल्स टॉयज लगते हैं बेसिकली, जैसे वो खेलते हैं.
लाइक दैट वे. I think from the very start उनके दिमाग में ये बात डाल देनी चाहिए कि tell your parents, tell your teachers, we are not going to a zoo trip. It's a prison. We don't want to go to the prison. And children, they are good with this stuff. You teach them something, they do it. And if we start, like, if I see be.awaaz going somewhere, I wanted to start with the voice that comes from like the art perspective, Islamic perspective, even from the music perspective. And like all aspects of entertainment or anything, and then it goes towards a legal form where if I go to a house, for example, and I see a case where they have kept animals in a bad condition or birds, because it's painful to see that, and there's no law for that, I think. Until now I don't think so. I just want to call and tell the police this is happening with these animals. Just get these animals, okay? Penalize these people. Take these animals away. There should be something like that. I have these, like I had used to have these neighbors who would keep a lot of birds in cages, and it's really irritating because you hear those depressed voices, and you just want to go and open the cage. There should be a law.
Same. I also had some neighbors, और वो आई डोंट नो, वो बहुत इस्लामिक बनते थे और हर वक्त वो क्लासेस रख रहे होते थे कुरान की, और जब भी उनके घर के पास में जाती थी कोई बिल्ली गुजर भी जाए उसको लात मारे होते थे. और मेरे घर में ना बहुत सारी स्ट्रे कैट्स हैं, तो वो कभी कभी बिल्ली जब बच्चे देती थी वो जगह चेंज करती है, तो वो एक दफ़ा उनके घर ले गई और उन्होंने उसको प्लास्टिक के बैग में डाल के सामने फेंक दिया, हमारे सामने. तो मैंने जाके उठा लिया, और वो इतने रूट थे, तो मुझे समझ नहीं आता आपका इस्लाम कहाँ जा रहा है ये आपको लेके.
Exactly. So if the scholars start talking about it and tell them that you're just not gonna get off with this easily, because hukuk al-ibad is one thing, and there are animals who cannot even talk for themselves. Allah Ta'ala is going to talk for them.
Exactly.
We don't think like that. So I think there should be a time when there are no zoos in the world, there are no pet markets in the world, and there should be a force, a task force or something that can raid a house and take the animals away when they're mistreated.
There's also good news. वैसे JFK जो लाहौर में, उन्होंने अभी एक फर्स्ट एनिमल एम्बुलेंस स्टार्ट की है, तो यू कैन कॉल एंड यू कैन से कि ओ ये यहाँ पे एनिमल है, उसको ज़रूरत है, दिल का.
ऐसी बहुत सारी होने की ज़रूरत है हर शहर में, हर जगह.
Exactly. ACF is also doing some mobile thing.
They're doing.
Yeah, what I'm saying is also that we sometimes say I love animals and I like to keep animals, but when you see these people keeping animals, they're not actually keeping them the right way. For instance, there's this person I know who loves fishes. Keeps 7 fishes in one aquarium. And I'm like, this is wrong. If I put you with 7 people in a small room, will you like that? And if they just look at you and they're like, they're feeling entertained, would you think they're normal? Do you think it's okay? And they're like, it's okay. They're small fishes. What happens? Like,
bowl में रहेंगे, बस डाल दो.
Exactly. So I think there has to be some task force for not only stray but also pet animals.
Pets and zoos and ये सब.
Exactly.
Yes. तो we would just like to end our podcast. तो हम इस note पे end करते हैं कि how can we contribute and what should we be doing? कुछ बोल देंगे?
I think we should. The first thing we should be doing is talking to our children around us. Not take them to zoos anymore. When they want to go to the pet market and buy an animal, tell them not to. And
adopt.
Exactly, adopt. And if somebody is doing something like this, tell them it's wrong. You cannot put 10 birds in one cage. You should not be putting birds in cages at all. Even if you love them. If you love somebody, you don't. If you love somebody, you just don't put them in a cage.
Exactly.
So I think we should start by talking
and spread awareness.
Yes. ठीक है. So this was our 4th episode and we will see you guys in the 5th episode of Podcat and Allah Hafiz. Bye guys.